Missing Michael Vaughan, Monkey Mondays. Only the facts, always for Michael. Dear Brandy, we just wanted to reach out and wrap you in love as you continue on your journey of healing. You are one of the strongest, kindest, and most courageous women we know. Your strength, your heart, and the grace with which you carry yourself have touched so many lives, including ours. Brandy, you've walked through unimaginable pain and still found the strength to keep going. You faced darkness and chosen love, compassion, and hope. That kind of resilience is rare, and it's what makes you shine so brightly. You're not just strong, you're the very definition of it. You're an incredible mother, a devoted wife, a loving sister, beautiful daughter, and a beautiful friend. Your heart for others, even when your own has been broken, is something truly extraordinary. You've shown the world what it means to keep faith alive, even in the hardest moments. As you heal, please know you are never alone. The entire Monkey Monday family is standing with you, praying for you, believing in you, and loving you through every step. We're holding space for your peace, your strength, and your continued healing. You've walked through fire, Brandy, and you've emerged with a light that cannot be dimmed. Keep shining, keep believing, keep being you. We love you endlessly, and we're with you always. With all our hearts, your Monkey Monday family, Brandy Strong and Brandy's Light.
She stands like a mountain, roots deep in the ground. The world tries to shake her, but she won't back down. Her hands are worn, her heart is gold. Every scar a story that's never been told. She's the calm in the storm, the fire in the night. She bends but never breaks, her soul takes flight. Brandy light, she's a flame that won't fade. Through the darkest of nights, she's a sunbeam parade. She laughs like the world is a joke she can win. Brandy light, shining bright from within. A mother, a sister, a daughter, a friend. Her love is the compass that won't let you bend. When shadows creep closer, she pushes them back. With a smile so fierce it can light up the black. They say life is a battle, but she's not afraid. Her laughter's a weapon, her joy is a blade. She dances through heartache, she rises through pain. Like the first drop of sunlight after the rain. A brandy light, she's a flame that won't fade. Through the darkest of nights, she's a sunbeam parade. She laughs like the world is a joke she can win. Brandy light, shining bright from within. A mother, a sister won't fade. Through the darkest of nights, she's a sunbeam parade. She laughs like the world is a joke she can win. Brandy light, shining bright from within. A mother, a sister, a daughter afraid. Through the darkest of nights, she's a sunbeam parade. She laughs like the world is a joke she can win. Brandy light, shining bright from within. A mother, a sister, a daughter, a friend. The darkest of night, she's a sunbeam parade. She laughs like the world is a joke she can win. Brandy light, shining bright from within. Brandy light, she's a flame that won't fade. Through the darkest of night, she's a sunbeam parade. She laughs like the world is a joke she can win. Brandy light, shining bright from within. A mother, a sister, a daughter, a friend. Her love is the compass that won't let you bend. When shadows creep closer, she pushes them back with a smile so fierce it could light up the black.
Who is that, baby? Oh, he said no. What do you got?
I even got Minecraft. I even got Minecraft
Underwear.
underwear.
Yay. What'd you get, Buggy?
I got different Minecraft underwear. I got cream underwear. That's so cool.
Did you get a Blaze Monster shirt?
Yeah.
That's
And
pretty cool.
they even come in no packs.
What'd you get, Bug?
They come in a crusher pack.
Where's your
They
friend?
come in a tiger pack. They come in.
Oh, boy.
They came in this kind of pack. And even a pickle pack.
In the picturesque city of Fruitland, Idaho, nestled along the tranquil Snake and Payette Rivers in Payette County, Idaho, a serene summer day on July 27th, 2021, took a tragic turn for the Vaughan family. Fruitland, known as the Big Apple of Idaho, is a close-knit community with a population of just under 6,000 people, characterized by its apple orchards and scenic beauty. Brandy Vaughan, dedicated mother, had been working tirelessly for several days without a break, yearning for some quality time with her children during her upcoming days off. As she prepared to leave for work that hot day, her energetic son Michael, affectionately nicknamed Monkey, looked up at her and said, "I love you, Mama." She promised to return home early to play with him and tuck him into bed that night. Tragically, that promise would remain unfulfilled. Michael's devoted father, Tyler, stayed at home to take care of the children. Around 4 p.m., Brandy called home to check in on her family, and everything appeared to be normal. However, a few hours later, as Tyler attended to their baby's needs, he realized that Michael was no longer in the living room engrossed in his Nintendo Switch. Panic gripped Tyler as he frantically searched the house, fearing that Michael had wandered off, behavior he had exhibited on previous occasions. Tyler rushed outside, hoping to find Michael playing with other children in the neighborhood, but his frantic search yielded no sign of the young boy. Desperation set in, prompting Tyler to call Brandy and the police. Brandy received the call at work and without hesitation left immediately to return home. Police officers met her near her residence, and it became abundantly clear that the search for Michael was already in full swing. Neighbors began piecing together their recollections of sightings between 6 and 7 p.m. They remembered that Michael didn't appear scared, but no one had meticulously kept track of his whereabouts, and soon Michael had simply vanished.
July 27th, 2021. I went to work that day at 12:30 p.m. I had worked about 8 days straight. I promised him that morning that I was going to have a couple days off. I went to work. He was here with Tyler, his baby sister, and his older two siblings. And it was a summer day. They were playing outside. The other two were on their computer and phone because, they're teenagers. I called on my lunch break a little after 4 o'clock. Tyler had put baby sister down for a nap, and they were in the living room. Monkey was playing the Nintendo Switch. It was a quick call because I wanted to eat, and I got a call at work at 7 o'clock, and Tyler couldn't find Michael. And I said, check under the bed back by the wall. And I was dealing with a customer at the time, so I just put my phone in the pocket and stayed on my phone. And then I picked up the phone, and he said, was he there? And he's like, I can't find him anywhere. And he was screaming and trying to find him. And I went and grabbed my purse, and I ran out of the store, and I drove as fast as I could home. I heard the fear in his voice. And then when I drove in, there was police, and neighbors were out looking everywhere. And the next thing I know, we can't find him anywhere. Everybody, the entire town was here searching. There was no sign of him whatsoever. They searched all night. They had dogs. They had helicopters. And there's no sign of him. They've been searching this whole time, and there's still no sign of him. So they've identified all the vehicles in the time frame from when he went missing, because he was seen outside our home.
The Fruitland community rallied together, united by a shared determination to find Michael. Some residents combed the town, scouring every nook and cranny, while others ventured into fields and storm drains. From trash cans to park bathrooms, every conceivable hiding spot was meticulously searched. The evening of July 27th, 2021 was marked by a sullen milestone when the first missing and endangered child alert was issued at 8:20 p.m. Despite the relentless efforts of the Fruitland Police Department and the outpouring of support from the community, an Amber Alert couldn't be issued due to the stringent criteria which required evidence of an abduction. The search continued unabated over the next week, with law enforcement tirelessly working around the clock as Fruitland, Idaho held its collective breath, desperately hoping for Michael's safe return. The story of the young boy's mysterious disappearance had only just begun. The small community would soon face more twists and turns in their quest to find the energetic 5-year-old they affectionately called Monkey. The Fruitland Police Department received support from various agencies, including the National Guard, the FBI, Idaho State Police, Mountain Search and Rescue, and several other law enforcement organizations. A total of 13 different law enforcement agencies converged on the small town to assist in the search efforts. During a press conference held on August 4th, Fruitland Police Chief J.D. Huff provided insight into the extensive search operations. Nearly 200 homes and their properties underwent thorough searches, with all residents being questioned. Additionally, authorities examined 200 trash cans, drained canals, and irrigation ditches, and even pumped a nearby septic tank due to concerns that Michael might have fallen into it. Despite these efforts, no trace of Michael was found. CCTV footage from both residential and business cameras was meticulously reviewed. Furthermore, 163 tips were distributed to numerous investigators. Though most were cleared quickly, the search extended to cover 3,800 acres of farmland, utilizing drones, aircraft, scent dogs, boats, kayaks, and even paragliders in the extensive operation. Despite the dedication of highly trained individuals and specialized resources that had joined the search in Fruitland, there was still no sign of the missing 5-year-old. Chief J.D. Huff emphasized that unwavering commitment to finding Michael, stating, "Our goal is to find Michael. We've enlisted the support of a considerable number of highly trained people and specialized resources who have come here to Fruitland to assist in this search. The relentless pursuit of Michael's whereabouts continued, underscoring the determination of law enforcement and the community to bring him home safely. Over the next 3 months, the relentless search for Michael persisted. During this challenging period, Brandy and Tyler remained resolute in their efforts to ensure that Michael's name and face stayed at the forefront of everyone's thoughts and prayers. Brandy, grappling with the immense heartbreak, candidly expressed to a KBOI reporter, "How many times can the human heart break? I don't even know how many times mine does in a day." Her poignant words captured the profound anguish that the family endured. Tight-knit community of Fruitland joined in their grief, coming together to support the Vaughn family. Some residents hung posters bearing Michael's image, while others actively scoured the area in search of any leads that might lead to his safe return. In a poignant display of solidarity, the group organized a motorcycle ride to raise awareness about Michael's disappearance. Participants congregated at Fruitland Community Park, their motorcycles adorned with blue ribbons, which happened to be Michael's favorite color. Their presence was a heartfelt testament to the unwavering hope that Michael will be found and reunited with his family. In November 2021, an announcement shook the Fruitland community and the Vaughn family to their core. Despite the exhaustive search effort, law enforcement made a disheartening revelation. They believed that Michael had been abducted. Timeline, Part 10. Update from Fruitland Police Department, January 2025. As the 4-year anniversary of Michael Vaughan's disappearance approaches, the Fruitland Police Department remains steadfast in its search, assuring the public that the case is far from cold. "This is one of the worst case scenarios for any small city," said J.D. Huff, police chief. "When I stated at the beginning of this case that we wouldn't stop and that we're working on it daily, I can honestly tell you that has happened." Michael, affectionately known as Monkey, vanished from his neighborhood in July 2021 at the age of 5. Since that day, investigators have followed up on thousands of leads, tirelessly sifting through evidence and conducting searches in hopes of finding answers. To date, law enforcement has received over 2,000 tips regarding Michael's case. For Michael's mother, Brandy Neal, the pain of his absence is immeasurable, but her love and hope remain unwavering. "He's energetic, very inquisitive. He wants answers to everything," Neil said. "He loves the moon and the stars. We still hang his stocking. He still gets birthday presents, Christmas presents. They're all waiting for him." Neil carries reminders of her son every day, trying to make sense of the unimaginable since the day the phone call came from Michael's father that changed their lives forever. It's a day that Chief Huff remembers vividly. "I had just gotten home from work when I received a call from my captain," Huff recalled. He explained that we had a missing child. Initially, investigators hoped Michael would be found quickly. However, as hours turned into days, it became clear that this was not a typical case of a lost child. "In those places where we could commonly find children who had wandered off, all of those areas had been checked, and Michael was not there," Huff explained. "That's when we started looking from this at a criminal aspect." Neil described the early days of the search as a blur of panic and exhaustion. "The searching, the questions, the worry," she said, "felt like the whole world had just stopped. But even now, law enforcement refuses to slow down. The most significant development in the case came more than 2 years ago when authorities searched the backyard of Stacy and Sarah Wander, a couple living just a few blocks from Michael's home. Investigators acted on what they called a credible lead from someone living in the Wander residence, indicating that Michael's remains had been buried there. Cadaver dogs alerted to the presence of human remains, but despite extensive digging, no body was found. Still, Chief Huff remains convinced Michael was at one point buried in that yard before being moved. Stacy and Sarah Wander remain primary suspects in Michael's disappearance. However, investigators are also focusing on Adrian Lucian and Brandon Shirtliff, two individuals who had lived with the Wanders at that time. In a 2024 interview with KTVB, Stacy Wander denied any involvement in Michael's disappearance. "I have no reason to hide anything from anyone," he stated. "I'm not that type of person." Yet, his criminal record tells a different story. Federal court documents reveal that Stacy has spent the past few years in and out of custody after pleading guilty to an unrelated firearms charge, only to violate the conditions of his supervised release. Meanwhile, Sarah Wonder remains incarcerated on separate charges, including aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and the destruction, altercation, or concealment of evidence. Though none of those charges are directly related to Michael's case, she is not eligible for parole for release until at least 2026. As for Lucian and Shurtleff, Huff confirmed that authorities know their whereabouts, but declined to comment further, citing the ongoing investigation. For Chief Huff, the case has been deeply personal. I believe at the end of this, there will be accountability for those who perpetrated the crime, he said. Some say nobody, no crime, but I don't believe that holds water because of the volumes of circumstantial evidence that we have obtained. Investigators strongly believe that there are individuals with crucial information about Michael's disappearance. Huff urges anyone with knowledge of the case to come forward, no matter how small the detail may seem.
We need that one piece, that one little piece to tell us where Michael is.
Do you have hope that they'll bring Michael home?
Yes. One way or another.
4 years may have passed, but Neil remains hopeful the law enforcement will bring Michael home. Stacy Wondra, leaked video, January 2025.
Frustrated no arrests have been made in more than 3 years. Michael Vaughan's mom publicly shared video this week of a suspect telling police his wife buried the young boy in their backyard. The then 5-year-old, known as Monkey to his family, went missing from his Fruitland house in the summer of 2021. So let's bring in Abby Davis now. Now, Abby, Michael's mom, Brandy Neal, posted that video with hoping law enforcement might bring Michael home because of this?
Right, Brandy did decline an interview with me because of health reasons, but told me over the phone she's angry and tired of waiting. She says she wants answers about Monkey, even if she has to find them herself.
Right under that mound area.
That's Stacy Wondra.
About where at compared to the trees?
A little right to the right of the trees area.
One of 4 people named as suspects by police investigating Michael Vaughan's disappearance. This video, captured on an officer's body camera November 12th, 2022, shows Stacy in the Washington County Jail.
I don't know how far she actually dug, to be honest with you.
Telling detectives over FaceTime he watched his wife Sarah bury the boy's body in their backyard. The couple lived just a few blocks from Michael's home. Crews were digging on the Wanderers' property because police said they had credible information from someone living in the Wanderers' house that the 5-year-old's body was there.
It should be a garbage bag.
Okay, what color is the garbage bag?
It would either be white or black. We only had 2 colors.
Is the duct tape still going to be over his mouth?
It should be.
Michael's mom, Brandy Neal, told KTVB Wednesday she and a family friend who runs Clutch Them Pearls on YouTube posted the video this week in hopes it would spur activity in the case. She says they unexpectedly received the evidence last spring as part of a records request.
Give me an approximate time frame it took her to dig and bury.
I don't know. I'd say probably between a half hour to an hour-ish.
In the video, Stacy insists he didn't help his wife.
There's no way I have the energy.
He says the 3rd suspect in the case, Adrian Lucian, was there for the burial, but the 4th suspect, Brandon Shurtleff, wasn't. The 2 men lived with the Wondras. Cadaver detection dogs alerted to human remains, but none were recovered. The Fruitland police chief recently told me he still believes Michael's body was buried in the backyard and then moved.
Trust me, I want him home. I want you guys. I want him to be found.
In an interview with KTVB last year, Stacy said he had no idea why police think he's involved with Michael's disappearance. He's in federal custody after violating conditions of his supervised release. He previously pleaded guilty to an unrelated gun crime. Sarah is in prison until at least 2026 on charges of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and destruction, alteration, or concealment of evidence, also unrelated to Michael's disappearance. Last Fruitland Police Chief J.D. Huff told me he knows where Lucian and Shurtleff are, but wouldn't say more since it's an active investigation. He did say this afternoon, though, that one of the suspects reached out to the department today. And Brian, Brandy said that she doesn't want her decision to post the video to discredit any of the hard work that the Fruitland Police Department has done. She says they've really worked tirelessly on the case.
But she does hope to spark some sort of movement on this, I'm guessing, by putting it out in the public. And do we know how they got this, or what is Fruitland Police saying about it?
Fruitland Police, they just told me that the video was mistakenly released,
So
and
okay.
that they wouldn't have released it because it's part of their case file.
Yeah, because usually that's not what happens. They don't release stuff that is still part of an active investigation. All right, thank you very much, Abby.
January 2025. Court documents reveal that Stacey Wanger has been actively engaged in legal proceedings throughout 2025, involving both a petition for a legal name change and a divorce filing in the Ada County Magistrate Court. Wanger first filed a motion for a legal name change on January 27, 2025. A hearing was initially scheduled on March 13, 2025, before Judge Adam Dingeldine at 10 a.m., but was vacated, according to court records. A second hearing scheduled for May 22, 2025, also before Judge Dingeldine, was similarly vacated. Although no specific reason was listed for either cancellation beyond the term vacated, the repeated postponements suggest a procedural delay or pause in the petition process. Wanger was assessed at a $166 filing fee, which was waived by a judge 2 days later on January 29, 2025. In a separate legal matter, Stacey Wanger filed it for divorce from Sarah Wanger, his listed spouse. On the same day, January 27, 2025, the divorce is classified as one without minor children and remains active and pending. Court filings include a petition for divorce, a family law restraining order, and a motion for a fee waiver, all filed by Stacey Wanger. The court granted a partial fee waiver due to Wanger's incarceration, ordering that 20% of his inmate account be like a $207 fee is paid in full. A summons was issued to the respondent but remains unserved as of the most recent docket update. The case was reassigned to Judge Nathan Allert in May 2025. Wanger is currently serving time at FCI Phoenix, a federal correctional institute in Phoenix, Arizona. He is serving the remainder of his sentence for violating the terms of supervised release, which followed a previous 21-month federal sentence for unlawful possession of a firearm. That original sentence was imposed in November 2023, according to reporting by KTVB. The overlapping name change and divorce petitions, coupled with ongoing federal incarceration, paint a multifaceted legal picture for Stacey Wanger. Despite the delays, both matters remain active in the Ada County court system, and additional hearings or motions are anticipated in the coming months. On June 24, 2025, Michael Joseph Vaughan's 9th birthday. In recognition of his deeply personal and emotional milestone, Michael's family chose to honor the day in a quiet and heartfelt manner. In a gesture of gratitude and community connection, the Vaughan family prepared and delivered home-baked goods to the Fruitland Police Department. The act was both charitable and symbolic, a way to thank the officers who continue to work tirelessly on Michael's case, and to ensure that Michael's presence and spirit remain close within the community. While the celebration was intentionally low-key, it reflected the enduring love of a family who continues to hope, grieve, and advocate for their missing son. Their action serves as a quiet but powerful reminder that Michael is not forgotten, and that each passing year is marked not only by sorrow, but by continued resolve. Michael's photo is shown aged progressed to 7 years. He was last seen on July 27th, 2021. Michael was last known to be wearing a light blue t-shirt with the Minecraft logo on it, dark blue boxer briefs, and sandals. July 21st, 2025. Case of missing child Michael Vaughan reaches 4-year mark. In Fruitland, Idaho, Michael Vaughan has been missing since July 27, 2021. He was last seen outside of his home in Fruitland at the age of 5. His 9th birthday was June 24th. The last update on how the case is going was in February, when Police J.D. Huff had approval from the Fruitland City Council to use $6,000 to purchase an item related to the investigation. Huff declined to comment on the item, saying it was tied to the investigation, so it could not be talked about. Just prior to that, in January, Michael's mom, Brandy Neal, leaked body cam footage from the year he went missing, in which one of the 4 named suspects confesses to knowing where Michael's body was. This led to the digging up of 2 yards in Fruitland, but police did not find any remains. Suspects named by police in the disappearance include Sarah Wandra, Stacy Wandra, Adrian Lucian, and Brandon Shirtliff. On Michael's 8th birthday, an age-progressed image of what Michael may have looked like at age 7 was released. As of today, Idaho Missing Persons Clearinghouse reports 196 cases, one of which is Michael. He is one of 2 children who went missing at age 5 and one of 15 younger than 10 that are still missing. The longer someone is missing, the lower the odds that they will be found. However, there is still hope. According to missingkids.org, between 2021 and 2023, 117 children were recovered after having been missing for a decade or longer. One way to help is through reminders on anniversaries and even birthdays. A useful resource that anyone can access is the ATOM program, which lists those who have been missing in the United States since 1938. Idaho, News 6, July 27th, 2025.
4 years ago, Michael Vaughan disappeared in Fruitland, and although this case has taken many twists and turns, the young boy has never been found. I'm your neighborhood reporter, Steve Dent, and I take a look back at what has happened in the past 4 years.
The search for a missing Treasure Valley boy escalates as it goes into a second day.
On July 27th of 2021, then 5-year-old boy Michael Vaughan disappeared in Fruitland. Law enforcement, the community, and surrounding areas immediately responded in an effort to locate the boy, but Michael remained missing.
It has been 115 days. 115 days. He has not been home.
A major development in the case of missing Fruitland boy Michael Vaughan.
In November of 2022, law enforcement dug up a backyard in Fruitland at the home of Sarah Wandra, who was arrested at the time for failing to report a death. Those charges have since been dropped, and police did not find Michael after almost a week of excavating the entire backyard.
Although the remains of Michael Vaughan were not recovered, we strongly believe, based on evidence, that Michael was abducted and is deceased, and that his remains were buried and later moved from the property.
Fruitland police told us the suspects were Sarah Wandra, her husband Stacy, and 2 other people that were living at that house when Michael disappeared.
That's literally the place that he was buried.
In January of this year, a leaked video emerged showing Stacy Wandra giving police directions on where Michael Vaughan got buried.
Like underneath the dirt mound area.
And about where he's standing?
Yeah, a little bit less, like closer to the house.
Following that new development in January, Michael's mother told us she wants answers, as Michael Vaughan remains missing to this day. The National Center for Missing and Exploited Children has put out an age-progressed photo, and if you have any information that could help in this investigation, please reach out to the Fruitland Police Department, and you can do so anonymously. I'm your neighborhood reporter, Steve Dent, for Idaho News 6.
Update on Stacy Wandra. Stacy Wandra, who is currently serving time at FCI Phoenix Federal Prison on charges unrelated to the disappearance of missing Idaho boy Michael Vaughan, is projected to be released on October 30th, 2025. Update on Sarah Wandra. According to the Idaho Department of Correction, Sarah Wandra remains in custody with a parole eligibility date of February 20th, 2026, and a sentence satisfaction date of July 6th, 2027. Her convictions include aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and evidence destruction or concealment. The Idaho Commission of Pardons and Parole lists her for a self-initiated parole reconsideration hearing on October 27, 2025, indicating she has requested an early parole review, though this does not guarantee release. As the days turn into weeks, the search for Michael Vaughan continues. With an unyielding determination, authorities, family, and friends hold on to hope, praying for his safe return. The Fruitland community remains resolute in their quest to bring Michael home, as they keep his memory alive in the hearts of all who know and care about him. Michael Joseph Vaughan is not just missing. He is still out there, still loved, still longed for by a family that refuses to give up. Since July 27th, 2021, his absence has left a hole in the quiet town of Fruitland, Idaho, and in the hearts of everyone who has come to know his story. Known affectionately as Monkey, Michael, with his bright blue eyes, infectious laughter, and the light he brings to his home and community. While years have passed, the search continues. Law enforcement, volunteers, and his family remain committed to uncovering the truth and bringing Michael home. This is not a cold case. It's an active investigation, with leads still being followed and questions still being asked. Someone knows something, and even the smallest piece of information could finally help return Michael to where he belongs. If you have any information, no matter how minor it may seem, please come forward. Call or text 208-343-COPS. Email findmichael@fruitland.org. A $53,000 reward is available for information that leads to Michael's recovery or resolution to this case. Please share Michael's story. Keep his face in the light. Keep asking the hard question, because every child deserves to be found, and Michael deserves to come home.
Light signal, shine a light for Monkey. Show him the way back to family. When his nightmare started, he was innocent and free. Now he's somewhere where he shouldn't be. So let that blue light signal shine a light for Monkey. Show him the way back to family. There isn't any other color that really matters, it seems, except the color amber, which we haven't seen. So let that blue light shine all across the country and show him the way back to family.
You can't take one of our most precious citizens from us and ever expect us to stop.
He's coming home.
Golden hair catches the breeze, eyes like the morning, soft and free. She hums a tune, the world leans in. Brandy's light, where it begins. She paints the sky with every smile. Walk beside her, stay a while. Oh, Brandy, Brandy, our heart's a song. You make the weak feel brave, the lost belong. Oh, Brandy, Brandy, the world shines through every color.
The Roundtable presents Spotlight on the Vanished. Real stories, real children. The mysterious disappearance of Josiah James Reed. The disappearance of Josiah James Reed has left a community shaken and a family desperate for answers. Josiah, just shy of 7 months old when he vanished on June 24th, 2024, remains missing more than a year later. The case began under devastating circumstances on the day Josiah disappeared. His mother died before a fire consumed their home. Investigators later confirmed that neither a car seat nor its metal buckles were found in the house or her vehicle. A discovery that strongly suggested Josiah was removed from the scene. Authorities have not ruled out any possibilities. Questions remain about who took Josiah and whether his removal was meant to protect him or tied to something far more sinister. At the time of his disappearance, Josiah was a healthy infant with light brown hair and blue eyes. Now a year old, investigators and family members stress that any information, no matter how small, could help bring him home. For Josiah's family, the pain is compounded by the loss of his mother. Her death, confirmed to have occurred before the fire, has raised further questions about the events of that day and whether foul play may have been involved. The Phoenix City, Alabama community has rallied to keep Josiah's case alive. Volunteers have distributed flyers, organized awareness efforts, and shared his story across social media. Law enforcement and the family continue to urge the public to come forward with tips. Anyone with information, please call 334-298-0611 or the nearest law enforcement agency. As the search enters its second year, Josiah's family clings to hope. Their message is simple: someone, somewhere knows what happened, and one call could bring their little boy home. Hope, that's why we're here.